Hi, I'm Jess, and I've been one of the writers and actors on Green Screen Adventures since the show started over 300 episodes ago. So I've read a lot of wonderful stories and journal entries by students like you. I especially love when I'm reading something and it just stops me in my tracks, Like when you're reading a book and suddenly, wham, the words on the page remind you of your own life somehow, and it's like the author's writing just for you. Like the author knows you even though you've never met. Has that ever happened to you? Well, that to me is powerful writing. And that's how I felt when I read this submission called Bullying, written by Michael when he was in 6th grade at Bebency Elementary in Arlington, Texas. I want to read it to you the way he wrote it. Listen. Really listen. Michael wrote, "Hi, my name is Michael. I'm from Bebency Elementary. I'm in 6th grade and I have been bullied all my life. It is all about how I look, and I've told on them and everything. I've even been punched in the face and nobody did anything about it. I've hated it, and nobody even takes the time to ever know me. Thanks, Michael." Oh, what an honest and well-written expression of your feelings, Michael. This letter gives me goosebumps because I understand how he feels. Do you? Michael, it can be really lonely when you're being bullied, but know that there are lots of kids and adults out there with similar feelings and experiences, including me when I was a kid. And by sharing your story, you've helped other kids watching this show know that they aren't alone. That's pretty cool. In fact, I think it was so brave of you that you've inspired me to tell a story about my own life. When I was younger, kids picked on me all the time too. Seriously, I'm not just an adult making up this story. Like, kids were mean. And I would sometimes feel sick to my stomach walking to school because I was so nervous. Have you ever felt like that? I remember sitting at the lunch table by myself and just wishing that someone would come over and sit with me. Just one person, Do you know what that feels like? Or have you ever been the person to sit with someone who was left out? If so, good for you. That takes guts. Because, man, I still remember what it felt like sitting alone, and it was not fun. But Michael, and any of you kids out there who know what I'm talking about, I promise you it really does get better. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you this from experience. Lots of experience. I had a tough time making friends all the way until I went to college. And then all of a sudden, it was like the world opened up. Lots of the kids at the university were nerds just like me. In fact, one of the things we had in common was that a lot of us had been teased and bullied when we were growing up. So this is the real me, Jess from Green Screen, talking to you honestly. And this is what I wish someone would have told me when I was a kid. As you get older, you'll have so many more choices. Who you hang out with, what you do for a career, where you live. You get to surround yourself with people who accept you and appreciate you for who you are. You get to choose the person you become. So Michael, even though things are really tough right now and it feels like nobody will take the time to get to know you, stick with it. Do what you love. Focus on the things that make you feel good about yourself. And seek out the people who treat you with respect. Try talking to an adult you trust, whether that's a teacher, a school counselor, or a family member. Tell that person how you're feeling. Just one. It just takes one adult who can really hear you. And remember, it's only a matter of time until things start to change. You keep being yourself. Pretty soon people will recognize what a great person you are. I do. And if you want to share how you feel in writing, we would love to hear from you. Put your thoughts and feelings on paper and submit them to greenscreenadventures.tv. I can't wait to read what you have to say. Thank you again, Michael, for having the courage to make your voice heard. It takes way more bravery to share your feelings than it does to bully someone. Well done, friend.